Welcome to Zone 6 Picks, your go-to source for daily sports betting predictions, expert insights, and free picks across the biggest games in the NBA, WNBA, NFL, MLB, NCAA, and more. We specialize in delivering accurate, research-backed betting content with no subscriptions, no hidden fees, just straightforward betting advice you can trust. Before we get started, a quick shout-out from my partner Zone 6.
What's up, family? Thanks for tapping in with Zone 6 Picks, where we drop game picks every single day. Straight free picks, no pay for play. If you like winning, this is the zone you need to be in, Zone 6. Just show the channel some love, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you don't never miss a money play. Let's eat.
Welcome back to Zone 6 Picks, where we turn the numbers into winners. Tonight, we've got two WNBA matchups that both carry serious betting value. First, we head to Indianapolis, where the Fever look to keep momentum rolling against a Dallas Wings team, still searching for answers. Then we shift to the West Coast for a primetime battle in LA, as the Sparks look to protect home court against a short-handed New York Liberty squad. 2 games, 2 angles, and a couple of spots where we can beat the books. Let's cook. First, we're breaking down the August 12th matchup between the Dallas Wings and the Indiana Fever. Live from Gainbridge Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, the Fever are set as 6.5-point favorites at home. And when you look at recent form, ATS records, injuries, and head-to-head history, the numbers point in a clear direction. Indiana enters this game at 18-14, coming off a strong win over the Las Vegas Aces, despite missing their star rookie Caitlin Clark, who remains out with a groin injury. They've been reliable at home with a 10-6 straight-up record and 8-8 against the spread. Even without Clark, they've shown they can control games through balanced scoring and a defense that's good enough to handle teams struggling offensively. Dallas is in a much different position. At 8-24 overall, they've dropped 5 straight games and haven't found a consistent rhythm all season. On the road, they've been slightly better against the spread at 8-7, but their defense has been their biggest issue, allowing 86.7 points per game on 45.2% shooting. Offensively, they're near the bottom in both field goal percentage and 3-point shooting, and they give up the second most points to forwards, a problem against Indiana's frontcourt. Tyasha Harris remains out, and roster instability from injuries and international commitments has made it hard for the Wings to build chemistry. Head-to-head this year, the Fever have owned this matchup. They beat the Wings by 19 points in Dallas with a 102-83 win, and also took a 110-109 shootout earlier in the season. The key takeaway is that Indiana can win in multiple ways: in a high-scoring track meet or in a controlled, balanced game. With Dallas defensive struggles, both scenarios work in Indiana's favor. Situationally, the Fever have the edge at home, with the crowd behind them and no heavy travel burden. Dallas, on the other hand, is on the road in a season where momentum has been hard to find. Putting it all together, Indiana is in the stronger position to win and cover the -6.5 spread. They have the more complete roster, the better recent form, and the proven ability to exploit Dallas' defensive weaknesses. Even without Caitlin Clark, the Fever's depth and frontcourt production should be enough to get this done. Final prediction: Indiana Fever 90, Dallas Wings 81. That's a 9-point win for Indiana, covering the spread comfortably. Zone 6 fam. We're now locked in on an East versus West showdown as the New York Liberty head to LA to face the Sparks. The line is set with LA as a +3.5 home underdog. But when you dig into the recent form, the injury reports, and the matchup metrics, this one sets up perfectly for the Sparks to protect home court. The Sparks come in at 15-16 overall, playing their best basketball of the season with 4 wins in their last 5 games. They've been outstanding at home, going 11-5 straight up and 11-5 against the spread inside Crypto.com arena. Their offense has been explosive, scoring 90 or more in 9 of their last 11 games. The Liberty, on the other hand, sit at 20-11, but they've been far from dominant away from New York. They're 7-7 on the road and an ugly 2-11-1 against the spread in those games. The injury report is a major storyline here. New York will be without Breanna Stewart, their leading scorer and one of the league's most versatile defenders. Isabel Harrison, Nyara Sabli, and Kennedy Burke are out, meaning Sabrina Ionescu will shoulder the scoring load. While Ionescu can fill it up, the absence of Stewart impacts both ends of the floor. Sparks, meanwhile, is at full strength, and the big four of Kelsey Plum, Derica Hamby, Cameron Brink, and Azura Stevens have been locked in. They've been the driving force behind the Sparks' offensive surge. Statistically, these are two of the league's best scoring teams. New York ranks second at 86.4 points per game and leads the WNBA in three-pointers made. LA is right behind, ranking third at 84.9 points per game and sixth in threes made. The difference comes on defense, while New York allows 80.9 points per game. Losing Stewart makes them far more vulnerable inside. The Sparks' defense gives up a league-worst 87.8, but their ability to score in bunches at home offsets that weakness, especially against a short-handed Liberty squad. This is the rubber match of the season series, with both teams winning once in New York. The move to LA is a big situational swing. The Sparks' confidence is high, their chemistry is peaking, and the Liberty's road struggles and key injuries put them in a tough spot. Final prediction: LA Sparks 85, New York Liberty 80. That's a 5-point win for LA, cashing the plus 3.5 spread. The Sparks' recent form, home court dominance, and offensive firepower make them the right side tonight. All right, quick recap for tonight's WNBA slate. In the early game, we're backing the Indiana Fever to cover the minus the now 7.5. This line is moving quick, so lock in all the way to 8.5. Fever is at home against the Dallas Wings. Indiana's depth, frontcourt edge, and Dallas' defensive issues line up for a comfortable Fever win. In the late game, we're rolling with the LA Sparks plus 3.5 against the New York Liberty. The Sparks are hot, they've been dominant at home, and New York is without Breonna Stewart. And that's how we're rolling up the books tonight. Fever handling business in Indy. Sparks lighting it up in LA, we're playing it smart, stacking dubs and keeping the bankroll moving in the right direction. If we sweep, we celebrate. If we split, we reload and run it back tomorrow. Either way, the marathon keeps going. Hit that like, smash subscribe, and drop your picks in the comments. Let's see who's riding with us tonight. Zone 6 picks, one love.